One of the best things you can do when becoming a Christian is to find a smaller group of people that you meet with on a regular basis so that you can encourage and challenge each other to grow in your relationship with God, to press closer into Him, and to follow in the ways that He's called you to live. Many times churches have different names for this: small groups, life groups, care groups. Here at Trinity New Life Church, we call them discipleship groups because the purpose of our groups is to help you become a disciple of Jesus. Now, I know most people are going to say getting together with a small group of people is sometimes weird. I don't know anybody. I don't like to share my feelings, and I'm already too busy. Those are all valid reasons, but the benefit of being a part of a small group of believers, of creating your own group of friends, acquaintances, people that even move past friendship into family for you, will have infinitely more benefit than the awkwardness and the frustration and the "it's just not what I want to do" that you have to get through at the very beginning. Because it's not going to be something you can just consume to reach the fullness of what God's called you to. To really become who God's called you to be, you need to be in spiritual family, not just consuming a spiritual experience. Now, going to a small group, a discipleship group, is not automatically going to create that family for you. But it's one of the best opportunities the church as an organization can create to give you the chance to find people, to go there, to be in regular relationship, and to push into life. I mean, if you go, you show up, you never share what you think, you never share who you are, you never share any struggles, and then go, "Groups didn't create any family or friendships for me." It's not really on the group. You still have to engage and participate. But we want to lay out these opportunities. We want to encourage you. Find one that you can be engaged in on a regular basis. Proximity creates intimacy. If you're not around people on a regular basis, how are you going to develop friendships? How are you going to develop the comfort to share not only what you thought of a message, but when you're struggling in your marriage, when you're struggling at your job, when you're struggling in your relationship with your kids? If you don't have those relationships already built, what are you going to do in those moments? So often I meet people who are asking, how do I get through this? Who do I turn to in this moment? And I want to tell them, build that friendship, build that relationship before you need it. Don't wait until you're hurting. Don't wait until you're broken. Build right now. Everything that Jesus did was to pull people into relationship with each other. He kept pulling them into relationship with people that they weren't like. The 12 disciples were a mix of political zealots, tax collectors who were really just government stooges, and people who were anti-government, people who were pro-Israel, people who were just trying to figure out what was going on. He wasn't trying to get people who already agreed with each other and already liked each other. He was trying to challenge them to become something more, something greater, something better by finding their relationship basis on Jesus and then allowing themselves to understand people who are different than them. But none of those benefits, none of that realization comes to us if we first don't take the intentional time to be regularly in relationships with other people. Don't wait. Don't try once and say, "Oh, that wasn't for me." Push into relationship, push into regularity, because proximity is going to create intimacy and lead to greater benefits than any of the awkwardness you've got to get over at the very beginning.